Hi, hello, namaste. A very warm welcome to online bio classes. I am Avinash, biology lecturer at Oxford PU Science College, Nagrabetta. Actually, every year we used to conduct online bridge course classes for those students who had completed their high school and joined for the PU. Uh, and that too in the offline classes, in the offline mode only. But actually, last year we conducted online bridge course classes, and those classes were successful. And this is the second one we are making the online bridge course classes. Um, as already we know, we are in the pandemic situation. The situation is not that much of favorable right now. Uh, but uh, but actually, there is one famous statement: the good and best changes will occur in the crisis time only. We are in the crisis time right now, but of course, we are facing a lot of problems. We are not in the college environment because still already you have completed your high schools, right? Now we are not right now. We are not in the college environment. We are at home only. We are unable to focus on our classes well. That means online classes. Uh, at home, we are having a lot of distractions, mind distractions. We are unable to focus, uh, and we are having so many problems, of course. But think yourself, even though the situation is harsh, even though the situation is difficult, we have to look at the good things in the bad situation, and we have got lot of sufficient time to reframe ourselves. Just one thing, I'd like to tell you. When we completed our eighth examination in high school, I am talking about yours result. I am talking about after getting the result. I think most of you will be having one thought. The marks what I got, that's not up to my expectation. Okay, this year I have not done well. Next, in the ninth standard, I'll make good result. So you'll think, of course, everyone will be having such kind of a thought after getting the result. And what about the ninth result? And after getting more once the ninth examination, after getting the result, so we'll be having the next year target. Okay, 10th. Anyhow, 10th I will make good result. And now you have passed your 10th also. But every year we will be having one determination, and we are unable to fulfill that determination what we are having. So every year it will be having so. But anyhow, now you have completed that one stage, high school stage already have completed, and now also the most of the students will be having, okay, anyhow I completed my high school studies, so when I will go to the college, I'll become the best student, I'll make a good result. So like that, many students will be having. That means, of course, many of you will be having such kind of thoughts. But keep one thing in your mind. Whatever the hope you will be having regarding the studies or the results in upcoming days, don't neglect the single day. Already online classes started, just 4 5 days back only started, but most of the students are unable to take the classes seriously. Of course, the situation is like that only, but be focused on the classes properly. And coming to our college performance, actually most of you have not seen our college campus exactly how it is. uh, Coming to our college performance, that means I'm talking about the result point of view. Last year, and that means in the 2020, last year in board examination, around 700 plus students were the total strength of second PU students, 700 something it was there. So out of those students, more than 200 students have got more than 90% result overall, in overall all the subjects, are 90 more than 90% result. uh, Around more than 200 students, they have scored a distinction result. At more than 200 plus students have scored first class, and sorry, not more 200 students, around 400 above students have scored first class results. Suppose if we consider coming to our neat results, so Last year, from our college, 85 students they are allotted with the MBBS seats. 85 students. So believe me, in the total North Karnataka region, this is the only college, Oxford College, having just a single campus scored this much of result in the NEET examination. That means in the regarding the getting the MBBS seat. 85 students totally. Okay. Anyhow, once again, a very warm welcome to online classes, online bridge course classes. Okay. Shall we start? Okay. Actually, before going to the bio classes, that is actually going to the first PU bio syllabus. So let's focus on the brief, the commonly used terminologies regarding the biology. So actually already we know the bridge course means it's just we are having a connection. So already you have completed your high school studies. Now you are jump to the PU classes. So while coming from the high school studies to the PU studies, what link should we be having? So regarding that, if we consider the particular subject, a very interesting subject, biology. Yes. So already you are very familiar with this term, biology, the major branch of science, right? So before going to this actually, so right now you are watching one image, right? What actually in the image you can see there is a term biology, and surrounding that word we are having some pictures, we are having some images, image of animal, image of a plant, image of microorganism, and image of so many things. That means different animals, different plants we are having, then DNA structure we are having, right? So many things we are having. So what actually all those materials, all those things represent, right? Yes, actually all those things represent what actually the life is. So that is concerned with the life, right? So here, if we consider the term biology, so actually it is a derived from the term Greek word. It is a derived from the Greek word biology. So in the Greek language, if we consider, bio stands for life. Bio means life, right? And logi or logos. Actually, this is logos. Logos means study. Actually, the logos is study or to study. To study the life, we are having one main branch in the science, and that branch is biology. Commonly, already you know that one, right? And regarding this biology, there are so many lot of scientists who contributed their entire life for building up this biology. So actually, this biology, it is majorly having two branches, major branches of biology. Considering those branches, the first one is, okay, let me consider botany, and the second branch is zoology, right? These are the major two branches of biology. One is botany and the next one is zoology. But before going to that, actually, if you consider this biology, who is the father of biology? Right. So the father of biology is Aristotle. Yes. So he is considered to be the father of biology. Actually, he only systematically started the branch of biology. You ask the question, okay, before the Aristotle also there were so many philosophers, so many scientists, but why Aristotle only considered to be the father of biology? Right. So Aristotle, he started the systematic classification of living organisms. on some of few morphological things. Actually, he started that one branch systematically. And here, Aristotle, so he wrote one book regarding the classification. So classification means we are having so many organisms, animals, plants, microorganisms surrounding us. We are having so many things. Those animals, those plants should be categorized, should be classified, should be made into groups on the basis of some common characters. So that is the classification, and that classification made by this Aristotle. But after the Aristotle, that classification system, it took so many changes. But actually, he studied the living organism systematically, and he wrote a book, and that book name is Historia Animalium. Yes, what is the book? Historia Animalium. So this is one interesting book, and this book only gave lot of data for the next upcoming scientist. So Historia Animalia. That means he majorly focused on the study of animals, and because of that reason, Aristotle is considered to be the father of zoology also. Yes, he is also considered to be the father of zoology. Father of geology. But actually, that geology is already I have written. Geology means the studying of animals, the studying of life or life related aspects of the animals. So that is the geology. So botany means it is a branch of the biology or branch of the science which deals with the studying of the life aspects or the life of the plants. That is the botany. And here Aristotle is considered to be the father of biology as well as father of zoology. Then you may ask the question, who is the father of botany actually then? Here, the father of biology is Theophrastus. Yes, the father of botany is Theophrastus and the father of zoology Aristotle. Why? Because Theophrastus, he is the scientist, he is the philosopher. For the first time, he studied nearly 550 species of plants. Yes, of course, there are millions together species of different plants we are having. Species means what actually the species is? Species is a particular group of organisms having the similar origin or the similar structure, similar functions, internal functions. That means, or in the simple way, we will consider the group of similar organisms is called as species in general way. All human beings one species. Yes, all animals. So for example, okay, all cats belong to one species, all dogs belongs to one species, all hibiscus plants belongs to one species, all rose plant belongs to one species. That means so many species are present. So he is the first scientist who studied 550 species, and not only he studied. So regarding all these plants, he wrote a book, and that book name is. So he wrote a book, and the book name is again Historia Plantarium. So this is the book he wrote. Historia Plantarium. What Aristotle wrote? Historia Animalium, and he is the Historia Plantarium book written by him. Because of that reason, he is considered to be the father of botany, and the father of geology is Aristotle. I'll write here. Right? Aristotle. So coming to our actual PU classes, of course, we are not studying the very vast or very total new concept. It's not so. what already you have studied in your 8th, 9th, 10th, those chapters, those concepts only, just we are elaborating here, those things only, right? I think in your 10th as well as in 9th, you have studied some bio concepts related to life, what actually the life is, related to classification, and related to life process. So in the life process, we studied the physiology concepts. That means digestion, respiration, excretion, circulation, reproduction. These things we observed in the life process category. Then we are having some basic idea about the hereditary as well as the evolution process, right? And we are having some knowledge related to the environment, how we are actually reacting to the environment. So regarding all these things, we are having some idea already in our high school classes. Those thought concepts only and those chapters only just we are elaborating. That means what already we have studied under some systematic branches. Just I mentioned, these are the major two branches in the biology. Apart from these two branches, we are having some sub branches. What are those sub branches? What are other branches? And those branches concern to our first PU syllabus also. What are those branches if we consider? So I'll write them here. So next if we consider morphology. Next one is the morphology. Next branch. What actually this morphology is? So logy means already we know that to study or that it is a studying manner, right? Morphology means the study of external features or the external characters. So studying of external characters of any organism, either it may be animals or plant or microorganism, whatever it is. Studying of external features will refer it as morphology. Say for example, if I consider our morphology only, our hair color and hair texture, skin color, eyeball color, our height, our or if you consider the structure of these digits, and if you consider the presence of hairs on our skin, so all these are considered to be the external characters, right? Studying of those external characters concerned a particular branch, that is a morphology, right? And this year in our PU classes, we are having morphology related, we are having particular chapter, right? Related to this one, we are having particular chapter both in case of botany as well as zoology, right? And next one, if we consider one more branch, anatomy. What's the next one? Anatomy. So anatomy means the next one. It's the next one. Inside. If it is outside means now this is inside actually. Anatomy means the branch of biology or the science which deals with the studying of internal structures. I'll mention here. Studying of internal structures or internal characters, or let me consider structure. It is a suitable word. It is also structure actually. Internal structure. So regarding inside, if you want to study regarding any aspect or any aspect in the life, in the body, so that is concerned with anatomy, right? Just I mentioned, if you study the skin from outside, that is a morphology of the skin. If you study inside the aspects of the skin from within, so if you study the skin from inside, then we will refer it as anatomy of the skin. First one is morphology of the skin, next one is anatomy of the skin. And next branch if we consider, next branch, physiology. Next one, physiology, right? What actually the physiology is? Right? Anyone? Physiology. So physiology means it is the studying of functions. Functions or the mechanisms. Mechanisms of total body or body parts. If you consider the entire body or entire in the body, if you consider the parts. So their functions or mechanisms, if you want to study, then you will refer it as physiology. Right? First one morphology, next one anatomy, third one physiology. Now, okay, let me collaborate all of them. If say for example, let me consider heart. Right? Heart. If I want to study the heart from outside, say for example, heart is having these many walls. Heart is having these veins, these arteries. This is the right side of the heart, left side of the heart. If I want to say all these things, and if I say the color of the heart, then it is concerned with the morphology of the heart, right? But if I cut the heart, and if I observe from inside, then I'll say it as anatomy of the heart. From within, anatomy of the heart. Then what is the physiology of the heart then? Physiology of heart means how actually the heart is working per minute, how many times it is beating, or per heartbeat how much blood it is pumping outside, how much blood it is receiving inside. So all those functions concerned to the physiology of the heart, right? So morphology, anatomy, physiology, and these three branches, regarding these branches we are having a major chapters in our first PU syllabus, right? So regarding physiology we are having so many chapters this year. Regarding anatomy also we are having 2 chapters, and regarding morphology also we are having 2 chapters, right? So these are the major sub branches. And one more branch, let me consider histology. So next one, histology, one more major branch. Actually, histo stands for tissue. Then what is the histology then? Histology means studying of tissue. Studying of tissue is histology, right? So this is the next one. Our body, or most of the animals, or most of the plants, higher animals, or moderate animals, their body is having different kinds of tissues. What actually the tissue is? Tissue means the group of similar cells. The group of similar cells. We will refer it as a tissue, right? So say for example, if we consider our body, I think you are having the basic knowledge about the tissue already. We are having 4 kinds of tissues: epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue or nerve tissue. All these are the different kinds of the tissues we are having right now. In case of the plant, if we consider parenchyma tissue is there, collenchyma is there, sclerenchyma is there. That means all these are the permanent. Mesosomatic tissue is there, right? So plants or animals, those are having the tissues. Studying of those particular tissue aspect, we are having one branch, histology, right? Next one. If you consider the next one, embryology. Let me focus the next branch, embryology. So embryo stands for the unborn creature. Still it is not born, it is there in the mother womb, or still it is there in the egg. So that is the embryo, right? ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಭ್ರೂಣ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ಭ್ರೂಣ. So regarding the embryo study, we are having a particular branch, embryology. So embryology means it is a study concerned with study of embryo and its development. Studying of embryo and its development. That is the embryology. how actually we have born. So before actually our delivery, so how we were there in our mother womb. So concern that one, we are having embryology study actually. So an interesting thing. All we will be having our date of birth, right? So I born this month or this day. I born this year, this month, this day. So everyone will be saying that one. So they are assured regarding that one, right? But if they say their date of birth, actually before that one only they have born, but they were in the mother womb. They were in the mother uterus condition. But inside they were have their structure actually not exactly the same human beings as we are now. So it was a little bit different. The structure was. So regarding that embryology, how the embryo is modifying, how the embryo is changing its changing its morphology, how actually inside the embryo parts or organs are developing. So regarding all the things, we are having this branch embryology, right? And next one, if we consider paleontology, one more branch. The next one, paleontology. What actually this paleontology is? Uh, Whether we have seen dinosaurs, really, in the real way. No, we have not seen the dinosaur, right? But we have seen so many pictures on the dinosaurs. We have seen the good movies on the dinosaur, Jurassic Park. But how scientists made the exact figure of that dinosaur? How they came to that decision? The dinosaurs million years back, the dinosaurs were present in this morphology, in the shape only. How actually scientists came to that decision? Actually, we have not seen the dinosaur, but we are constructing the dinosaur in the artificial way through the CG. How means we are having, we have got or we have received the fossils of those dinosaurs. With the help of fossil, we can guess what actually happened in the past. What actually happened a million years back, so many thousand years back, lakhs together years back, what happened, so what kind of organisms were present, all the things we can assume right now because of presence of the fossils. That means the fossil study is a very important branch in case of the biology, and studying of those fossils, it is concerned with the paleontology. So paleontology means studying of fossils, right? So studying of fossils, paleontology. This is the next one. And regarding this one only, we are having the idea about. So we are having one chapter, right? That is evolution. Evolution. Okay, let me consider evolution majorly right now. Evolution. What actually this evolution is? It is the slow, gradual change in the organism. And regarding this evolution, who is actually the father of evolution? Yes, Charles Darwin. Regarding this evolution, the major source or the major basement is considered of the paleontology. So evolution, it is majorly, it is built on the paleontology only. And apart from this one, next one if we consider, apart from this one, so microbiology, next one. The major one is biology. In the biology, microbiology. So already this term indicates microbiology means it is the studying of microorganisms. Studying of what? Microorganisms. That's the microbiology, right? Of course, we are having so many branches. Not only these branches, still we are having so many branches. So from these branches, in our first PU syllabus, we are having major chapters considering these branches. Or else one more branch if I want to name, ecology. Ecology is there. What actually the ecology is? So ecology means it is the study of relation between living and non-living things. Alright? Studying of the relation between the living organisms and non-living things. How actually those are related and interdependent. So regarding this one we are having ecology. Right? So these are the major branches that our PUC syllabus is focusing on majorly. Right? So just I have given the introduction, just what actually the biology and the branches. In our next class, let's start with the interesting basic things. Yes, thank you.